Thanks so much for your company. Let's now settle for the details. And the producer price inflation, which measures the rate of changes in prices at the production level for the month of September 2023, fell to 25.1% from 25.1% recorded in August 2023. According to figures from the Ghana Statistical Service, the producer price inflation in the industry sector decreased to 26.6% in September 2023 from 30.4% in August 2023. In the manufacturing sector, the PPI was estimated at 16%. However, the services sector, the rate increased from 15.5% in August 2023 to 16.1% in September 2023. The Insurance Brokers Association of Ghana has urged the public to engage insurance brokerage firms to help eliminate issues associated with late payment of claims. Speaking to Joy Business at the launch of the Insurance Brokers Awareness Month, President of the association, Shaibu Ali, said engaging brokers could help erase negative perceptions about difficulties in paying claims. Here's more.
Insurance broking remains an unfamiliar term to the average Ghanaian. With insurance penetration at a lower level in the country, a lot of education is needed. In view of this, the Insurance Brokers Association of Ghana, IBAG, has launched a month-long campaign to educate the public on the importance of insurance brokerage. Speaking to Joy Business at the launch, the president of the group, Shaibu Ali, stressed the importance of insurance brokerage on eliminating bottlenecks associated with insurance processes.
So the education is just to enlighten the public about insurance broking. Make sure that your use of insurance services is seamless, is problem-free, and most importantly, when you have a claim, you don't have issues, because the difficulties about insurance hinges on claims in this country. If you go on Radio Rana, everybody is talking about a claim that happened and it wasn't paid. It was paid, but it wasn't fully paid. If you have a broker to walk you through the process, you will see that these problems will be minimized.
This is what he had to say on the need for businesses to engage insurance brokers.
We are letting people know about insurance, and we are letting people know about broking, because there are a lot of benefits to using a broker. You can go to an insurance company to buy a policy. You don't have a technical eye. You don't understand insurance. You won't even know the policy they are selling to you. Is it the correct policy? Are you paying the right price? Is it the correct company you are paying from? And the problems come when there's a claim. When there's a claim, that's where you start to see the real issues. That's where you go to the policy document and you realize, I should have done this, I should have done that, I should have done that, which I didn't do. So we are seeking to let people know that, look, if you want to concentrate on your core activity and leave your insurances, the best thing to do is get an insurance broker, hand over all your insurance needs to him. He would look at you, do an assessment of what you do, and come up with your insurance needs.
The acting commissioner of the National Insurance Commission, Michael Kofi Andor, called for the use of technology to increase reach and capture the youthful economy.
At the National Insurance Commission, we are trying to draw up a regulatory framework around the tech platforms so that we can mitigate the risks that come from selling insurance on the tech platforms. The insurance companies are investing in these technologies to enable them to sell insurance, and that is why I was admonishing the brokers to also begin to, because we want to promote their services, and majority of Ghanaians are young people who are pro-tech, and so it is important that they begin to deploy technology in offering their services.
The Awareness Month will focus on enlightening consumers on claims processes. The month will also be marked by media engagement as well as various activities across the country.
Now, spare parts dealers at Abosioka in the Greater Accra region say they will close their shops on November 1 to protest actions by the Ghana Revenue Authority. According to the traders, the GRA has been intimidating them. This latest decision follows a series of engagements with government to withdraw custom officials and hold the tax invigilation processes ongoing. Now, we'll pretty soon get in touch with a spokesperson, but let's go on Zoom and speak to a tax consultant, Francis Timoboy, for more on this. Thanks so much, sir, for joining me on Business Live. Now, we engaged you some time ago. Are you disappointed that the issue has not been resolved and the traders have threatened to close down their shops November 1?
Quite disappointing, because we were expecting that when the issue rose, the leadership of both GRA and the traders could engage each other, and then this issue could have been resolved. Because anytime there is that discussion that there's intimidation in the tax system, it doesn't send a good signal to those who want to invest in this country. So I believe that we should have done some engagement, either through education, making the taxpayers understand that this is a compliance tool that the GRA is embarking. But for some reason, we couldn't get to this level, and we are told that they want to embark on demonstration by closing their shops down. I think still there's a room for us to do that engagement so that we can avert this closure of business, which will affect both government and then the taxpayer, the businesses as well.
Talking about engagement, what should be the immediate measures to be taken to address this issue, to avert the protest they intend to embark upon?
So really, taxing the informal sector is quite challenging, and they constitute a significant portion of the economic activity in Ghana. So they are organized. Fortunately, they are organized in groups. So is it the case that they don't understand why the GRA is taxing or applying the law, or there's real intimidation on the ground? This is where engagement needs to be done. So I think that between now and November, what the leadership of both group, the tax authorities and then the Traders Association should do is to come together and understand if there's a way that the GRA can still ensure compliance without being in their offices, so be it. Globally, voluntary tax compliance is the best, but you see, in an informal environment like this, sometimes there are some people who will simply say they will not comply, especially if they don't feel that their taxes are being used to the level that they want. So GRA needs to really break the issues down and see how the issue can be resolved. Demonstration will not change the law. The law cannot be changed overnight if they close their shops down.
All right. Francis, I would plead with you to hold on for me as I engage the spokesperson for the Abosio Kai spare parts dealers as well on this very interesting development. Teshie Addo is the spokesperson for the dealers and joins me live on Business Live via Zoom. Thank you so much, Mr. Teshie Addo. Now, what was the last agreement you had with GRA and government on this matter? Mr. Teshie Addo, can you hear me? All right, we shall get in touch with Teshie Addo, who is the spokesperson for the Abosio Kai spare parts dealers. But Francis, as you are still on with us, from your experience, do you think that the approach to collect tax and invigilation for the informal economy should be modified, especially designed to remove perceptions of intimidation? Really, what will you say will be your recommendation?
Yes, I will recommend it. I will recommend for more collaboration with the association. We need to work with the informal sector associations and organizations to facilitate the tax compliance and collection. These groups can play a pivotal role in educating their members. Again, we have the local governments who already go around to do something. Why don't we involve the local government and work together so that in so doing, this intimidation can be, removed? The fact of the matter is that Parliament has passed the law. The law must be implemented, and compliance in Ghana is very low. So GRA will do all their best to ensure that the tax is fully compliant. And in doing so, it may look intimidating, especially when you have not done so before. So I believe that the invigilation may not be sustainable in the long term. Yes, we can start it for now, but you can be sure that you can't be in somebody's office forever. And so let's find a way of making voluntary tax compliance the way, instead of, continuously being in their premises. We can start it, but in the start, we now start more collaborative work. We need to collect the taxes, but the way that we have to do it is what I believe that we need to get the balance right.
Thank you very much, Francis Timoboy, for your time here on Business Live. He's a tax consultant sharing his perspective with us on the back of the threat by the Abosio Kai spare parts dealers to embark on strike if steps are not taken to avert what they term as intimidation by the Ghana Revenue Authority. We shall be monitoring that space and keep you posted in our subsequent bulletins. More stories and more airlines have expressed interest in operating in Ghana. This is according to the Deputy Director General at the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, Daniel Akwa. According to him, the country's quest to become an aviation hub has attracted more international and regional flights as they consider Ghana's regime as favoring their business operations. He spoke to Joy Business when Nigeria's Ibom Air commenced regional flights with Lagos to Accra route.
It is not Ghana dipping. Ghana used to be the highest. We've been the reigning champion for about 3 to 4 years, since 2019, April. That is having an effective implementation of the International Civil Aviation Organization's standards and recommended practices. Ghana was at 89.89%, and just recently, a couple of weeks back, South Africa went through the audits and had about 92%. So Ghana hasn't actually dipped, just that another country's effective implementation has increased. But Ghana is still working hard towards that, and we are expecting another audit, most probably in 2025. And we believe we are going to go higher than that. Yeah, for these flights, we have airlines still knocking at our doors. But as to when they are ready will be the question. I can't really tell the number of airlines for now. And even internally, we have also others knocking on our doors to establish new airlines internally.
Joy Business ban gone by. Now, the Food and Agriculture Organization is making a strong case for Ghana to reassess its national food buffer stock company to address food insecurity. According to the FAO, this is necessary to address the challenges affecting Ghana's food security. According to Senior Water Development and Management Officer, this can be done through effective and efficient promotion of technologies and innovation within the value chain and the implementation of policies that will drive growth within the sector. He was speaking at the Youth Dialogue as part of the World Day Food celebration.
Food Day focuses on different aspects of food security and agriculture, including fishing communities, climate change, and biodiversity. This year's event was to raise awareness about the importance of equal access to food and water for everyone on the planet.
Prioritize water in policy and planning. You see, everyone is saying water is important. When you talk about water, no one will deny, you know. But you see in the policy and what they are doing, is it water a priority? And you will see in the financing what they are doing, is it water a priority? So government and institutions should really take water as a priority and put it in action. Know your water. This is very important for institutions. Government need to invest in water tenure assessment to ensure all people are able to access water and that they have legal security in doing so.
The Food and Agriculture Organization representative to Ghana and Deputy Representative for Africa, Dr. Yedi Yasmi, called for a more robust policies to support the agricultural value chain.
It's time to repurpose our investment to agriculture to ensure that we can make sure that Ghana is having world's food secure future. So it is very important to for Ghana to reflect on this, and FAO is ready to work alongside with the government to make sure that our agri-food system is resilient, is ready for future shocks, and we are ready to support also science and innovation.
This year's World Food Day was under the theme "Water is Life, Water is Food. Leave no one behind."
Some civil society organizations and stakeholders in the fisheries sector are calling for policies that will protect women in farming from engaging dubious real estate agents. Recent reports have shown that some women in the agricultural sector have been lured to lease their farmlands to real estate agents without proper documentation. Speaking to Joy Business, Center Manager for DAA Fisheries Training Center, Emilia Norte, cautioned local authorities to desist from engaging these real estate stakeholders in dubious deals. She spoke to Joy Business as part of the World Rural Women's Day celebration at Kokrobite in the Greater Accra region.
Society groups said the action by these real estate players could cause a threat to Ghana's food security. Emilia Norte called on government to support these farmers.
With our farmers, the challenge that our farmers are having now is the real estate developing and building of houses on farmlands. That is a big challenge for our farmers. They are complaining. All their farmlands are being sold for housing projects, and they are having lesser and lesser acreages to crop. So that has also posed a challenge. Apart from the climate change also that is affecting them, the fact that the chiefs and the owners of the land are selling the land to real estate developers is also a challenge to them. Nothing can be done if the government will come in and then declare that this area is only for farming and not for housing projects. It will be well. But if the government leaves the thing to, in Ghana, the government doesn't own land. That is our problem.
Director in charge of Finance and Administration at the Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development, Rosemary Abe, pledged her outfit commitment in addressing the challenges faced by these farmers.
It also highlights the challenges and opportunities that rural women face in the context of the current global crisis that threaten their livelihood and well-being. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for the fisheries and aquaculture sector, the Food and Agriculture Organization State of the World's Fisheries and Aquaculture Report of 2022 estimated that women account for 28% of the workforce in aquaculture, 18% in fisheries, and 50% across the pre- and post-harvest sections of the value chain. In Ghana, women's participation in the fisheries and aquaculture is estimated to be at 40%. The role of women is important in fisheries and aquaculture because they add value to fresh fish through processing, marketing, and distribution.
The event was under the theme Rural Women Cultivating Good for All.
And that's it for Business Live for today. I am Pius Kujobaka. You can get great stories when you log on to myjoyonline.com/business. Do enjoy the rest of our programs.